I'm Jenny. I'm the maker of Genuine Ruby handmade and digital products. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started using digital planners. So if you have just purchased one of my planners, thank you so much. It always makes my day, and I pray that the planner blesses you and makes things easier for you. If you are new to digital planning, or maybe you've purchased a planner somewhere else and you just want to get some tips and tricks of how to get started and what you can do with them, I'm really glad you're here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started, what's inside the planners, and some different things that you can do within the note-taking app. You're going to need an iPad with an Apple Pencil and then a note-taking app that allows you to import PDFs. Something like GoodNotes, Notability, NoteShelf. If you're already using one of those, as long as it allows you to upload a PDF and use your Apple Pencil, you're good. If you don't have one already, the one that I personally use is called GoodNotes. It is currently $7.99 in the App Store, and that's a one-time cost. You don't have to pay monthly or anything. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to download your note-taking app if you haven't done that yet. So I'm in the App Store. I typed in GoodNotes 5, and then you'll see a bunch of different options. So this is the one that I use. I already have it, so it says open, but if you don't, it should say $7.99. So you'll download that and then close out of here. And now the first thing that you'll do after you complete your purchase is download the PDF that you'll get from Etsy. So you can either do that straight after you complete your purchase, right in Etsy. You'll also get an email that will contain a link to download the file. So when you do, you'll get a PDF. So when you open it up, it looks like this. It might vary a little bit just based on which planner you bought. So this one shows the artwork from the Just Be Coffee Date planner, which is the one that Just Be is my daughter Brooklyn. She designed all the artwork for this planner. And then there's also the coffee in hand, where you'll see women with coffee mugs or whatever kind of coffee in their hands all throughout the planner. And then the other one is a primary, which the cover looks like a composition book like this, which I'm a big fan of. I teach kindergarten, and I use that for my teacher planner. And this is my iPad cover. Looks like a composition book. I just love that look. So those are the three different versions right now. Gotta tip it to get it back oriented this way. So this is the PDF, my little thank you message, and then this little YouTube icon will take you to this video. So if you need to see this again, you can click on that, and that will take you to the video that I'm recording right now. And then you have the planner image here, which if you click, it'll take you to Dropbox, where you can download the file, the PDF file. And then here's the notebook. The notebook has 8 sections, and then it has blank pages, lined pages, square grid pages, and dot grid pages. And I'll show you in another video how to add different pages and choose which one you like the best, or use all of them. And then this little file folder down here at the bottom has all your bonus stickers that coordinate with whichever planner you purchased. Down here at the bottom is my contact information. So if you have any questions after watching these videos, or if you need something explained more, just reach out and let me know, and I will get back to you. And I may even film another video if I need to show you, like, visually whatever it is you're asking. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to click on this planner image here, and it's going to ask me if I want to allow to open the Dropbox link. So I'm going to click open, and then it's going to take me to this list of planners. Yours is going to look different than mine. For me, I set it up to where I would have in one spot all 3 different designs, so I can show you in this video. But yours is going to give you options all within the same design. So I decided, instead of creating a whole bunch of different listings in Etsy, just to make it easy on myself and give you access to all of the different layouts within each design of the planner. So if you chose the coffee in hand planner, you will see different ones listed here. So you're going to get to choose whether you want to use weekly pages that are set up horizontally or vertically. And then with each of those, you can choose whether you want it to start on Sunday or Monday. So you'll choose which one you want, and then you'll click on it, and it will open it up. It's still in Dropbox right now. And then I'm going to click on these three little dots up here at the top right corner and click Export. And so it'll give you all these different options of what you want to do with it. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. So one way, if you have downloaded GoodNotes already, you can just click on Open in GoodNotes and then click Open. There's the primary one that I had already downloaded or imported into here. So now this window popped up, the Coffee in Hand 2021 planner. I'm going to click import into, I don't want to import it into the current document. So if you already have a document open in GoodNotes, it will give you the option to just add this to that same document. I don't want to do that. I want this to be separate. So I'm going to import as new document. And then you get to choose where you want it. So when you first sign into GoodNotes, you have like a dashboard page that has everything that you have imported into there or created in there. Normally I would put a planner in this planners folder that I made, but for this video, I'm going to put it in this one called Demo. So import to Demo, and here it comes. There we go. So since I already had one open, it's just going to open up right next to it. Okay, so now I have the primary planner and the Coffee in Hand. I'm going to go get the other one, the Just Be. So I'm just going to click this little Dropbox arrow to go back to Dropbox. And then I'm going to click Cancel. I've already downloaded this one and imported it into GoodNotes. It's not going to change that. It'll still stay there. But just to get back to this list. And you won't really need to do this if you're not choosing to add more than one planner. Although you could kind of use both for a little while and see which one you like best. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can also make changes within your planner and use whatever kind of pages you want. But I'm going to go ahead and select this Just Be. And this time, I'll click on these three dots again and export. And then this time, instead of opening in GoodNotes, I'm going to come down here and save to files. And then I always just save to my desktop, and then I'll rearrange things later. So I'm going to press save. And I had already done that. So it's asking if I want to replace, keep both, or stop. I'm just going to stop since it's already there. Okay, so I'm going to click out of here. So out of GoodNotes. And then out of Dropbox, sorry. I'm going to come back to GoodNotes. And so here you can see the two planners are side by side here that I've already used. So if I want to get that third planner in, I'm just going to click this little arrow to go back. So this is my demo folder and what's already in here. So if I want to add another one, I'm going to click this little box with the plus sign next to new and come down here to import. So I'll press import and then I'll find it on my desktop and click on it, and it's importing. Okay, it'll just take a second. And so that one just opens up right next to the other two. So I'm just going to give you a walkthrough of what's inside the planner and then just a quick rundown on some things that you can do in GoodNotes. So this is the cover page. And if you swipe, you'll come to this intro page. So this is like a welcome page. And then it'll have some helpful information for you. So these little hexagons, each one will link to a video that will show you how to do different things. So like this first one, Get Started in Your Planner, is going to link to this video that I'm filming right now. And then we'll have one on rearrange and add pages, how to decorate with stickers, add graphics, and how to add fonts to your iPad. So anytime you want to come back to this page, just click on this little clip here at the top. You'll see this on every single page. So one of the first things that you'll want to know about GoodNotes is this little icon up here at the top. So it's like a little pen. Here there's a line through it. If I click it, it's circled. So anytime it's circled, you can use it to click on any of the tabs I have linked these tabs so that they'll open up to the specific pages. So clicking on any of these tabs will open those up as long as the circle is around the pen. And then if you want to actually write on a page, you'll click that off. So I'm going to go back to my welcome page, and then if I swipe over, I have an index page. It's numbered 1 through 8, and it's blank, and that's because at the top you have tabs numbered 1 through 8, and so you get to decide what you want to use those sections for. So now if I want to write down what I'm going to use the sections for, I'm just going to click this again, and that'll open up my different tools. So the first tool here is a pen tool, and with your pen you can have 3 different colors that you keep handy, like your main go-to colors that you like to use. And then you also have 3 different sizes. So if you want to change the color, you can see this one is selected because there's like a little highlight around the circle with the arrow. You would just click on that and you can choose a different pen color. So there are some preset colors, or you can go to custom and choose one of these. And you can also add a hex code. And if you'd like to add a hex code, you can also add it to presets just by clicking this little plus sign. So there's also a color wheel here that you can use. And then you can restore your color set. That'll just go back to the originals. So that's how you can do that with each of these. So you get to keep 3 colors that you like to keep handy. I like to keep like a dark gray. Where did my presets go? That's what I use most often. And then you can also do 3 different sizes. So you get small, medium, and large, or you can actually change these to whatever you want them to be. You can slide it to make it really big, really small. And then your medium, same thing, and then your like super big. So let's say I want to use the first section for my budget. So I'm just going to write that in. And then you can click this off, go to that first section. And then when you swipe, you'll have some blank pages for that section. In the next video, I'll show you how you can choose which page style you like best and use just that kind of page. Or if you want to mix it up and use different ones, you can do that too. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go back. Let's see. No, I'll keep it here. I'm going to switch this off, and I'm just going to show you what these tools can do. So I'm just going to write something. It's a little hard to see on this paper in this color, but so let's say I don't like how that looks. The next tool over is an eraser. And you have 3 different sizes erasers. So if you just have like a small area that you want to erase without doing too much, you can use this one. There's medium size and a large if you just want to erase the whole thing real quick. And then the next one is a highlight tool. And again, you can have 3 colors that you want to keep that you use most often, and you can have 3 different sizes. So I have a large one selected right now. So that you can use that to highlight things. And then you have your eraser tool if you want to get rid of it, or you also have this undo up here, which that's going to undo my eraser, but I can also click it again and it'll undo what I did before that. The other thing that you can do, let's see, I'm going to go to the first section. So if we want to use this section for budget, each page in each divider page is blank with this strip across the bottom, and so it says 1 for section 1. But then if I want to put here what that section is, I can either go to my pen tool and write it in, and see how it's coming off the bottom a little bit. If you use 2 fingers and pinch it, it'll bring it in, so you can make it a little smaller. So let's say I want to write really big what this section is, so I'm just going to write budget. Okay, super messy, that's okay. But let's say I don't like how that looks. So I'm gonna erase. We'll just get rid of that. And then what you could do instead is select this text tool, and then you can, this is the font. You can choose a different font if you want to, and you can change the size if you want to, just by clicking the number and then sliding it around. So let's just say I want to put it pretty big, and if you just tap on where you want it, and then I'm gonna write budget, and then get rid of my keyboard by pressing that, and then you can, while it's still selected, you can move it around. So you can put that in there. I probably wouldn't use that font, but you can use whatever you like. In another video, I'll also show you how you can add different fonts here. That drove me crazy for the longest time, that I didn't know how to get fonts to match the style of planner that I was using, but I figured it out, so I'm going to show you that in another video. So I think that's the basics of getting started with the tools up here. Oh, I'll show you this one too, the lasso tool. If I don't like where I put this, you can also select that to lasso it, and then you can slide it around. Maybe I want it in the middle, maybe I want it over here, I want it way up here, whatever you want to do. Or you can tap inside it, and then it'll bring up these options. So you can either delete, copy, resize. If you click on that and then just drag the corner, you can make it like super big, super tiny, whatever you want to do, or just exit to get rid of it. So those are the basics of what you can do in here. And then I'm just going to go through each of the tabs at the top. It's just a solid color. And then, come on. Oh, I need to charge my pencil. Okay, but you can also use your finger. So while this is charging for a few seconds, you can also use your finger. Come on, wait. Oh, that's why. Okay, so, okay, just took a little while. These tabs at the top, solid color, there's 4 different colors. And then I'll go through the monthly tabs to show you what those look like. Okay, so let's come over here to January so you can see what's in the monthly pages. So here's the cover page for January, the divider page. So if I swipe over, here is the monthly overview. And each of these numbers are linked to that specific week in the month. So if I want to go to the week of January 7th, I would just click on that, and it will open up for me that week. And so you can see it's dated here at the top. We've got Sunday down through Saturday, and then the numbers here at the side. So clicking any of those numbers on that monthly overview page will take you to that specific page in here. Now, if I wanted to go back, I'm just going to click back on January so I can show you the other pages that are here. So we've got our monthly overview page, which all these numbers are linked. And then if you swipe over, there's some goal pages for the month. So month of January, big picture goals. So you'll see these for each month. So you can keep track of like the big things that you're wanting to do or accomplish through the year, or maybe you have a word of the year or something like that that you want to keep in mind, or like a Bible verse or some kind of whatever it is that you want to keep like in your vision for the month, or like for the whole year even, but you want to put it here each month. So you can write those things here, and then you break it down and write some goals for the month, and there's little check boxes over here that you can keep track of your progress, or maybe draw a little arrow forward, like if you didn't finish it and you want to continue that into February, you can do that. Then there's a space for weekly goals, so if you want to break things down even more, and then little check boxes for each week. So say you have a goal of going on a date night every week with your husband. You can write that here on the top and then check it off for each week that you completed it. And then a space at the bottom for inspiration or notes or whatever you'd like to write there. And then if you swipe again, these are our daily goals. So it says up here, progress is daily work. And then you've got a space to write what your daily goals are. So let's see, that was probably long enough. I'm going to pinch it in a little bit And, oh, there we go. And then tap this so I can get my pen. So let's say I have a daily goal of 10,000 steps. So I'm going to write that. Oh, that's too big. Let's go back to the smaller size pen. So 10,000 steps. Okay, that's a little messy. You can also zoom in on a page, and I've found that that helps my writing when it's especially tiny in spaces like this. So if I erase that and try again, when it's zoomed in, it makes it a lot easier. So I would write 10, and that pen is still too big. I think when I was showing, oops, I'm on the eraser. When I was showing the different things you could do, I left it too big. I like to keep it about, I think I do it about 0.35 for most of my writing. So let's just put 10,000 steps, still not trying to make it super neat. And then I'll zoom back out just by, let's see, squish this way and then squish this way to bring it back. And what I like to do on these, you could just, you know, exit off, put a check mark, whatever you like. I like to use a highlighter. So this first tool was a pen tool, the next one's an eraser, and then the next one is a highlighter. And you have the same options with your highlighter. You can keep your 3 colors handy. You can have different sizes. For this, I like to use a big size, and then I'll just put a dot on the day when I completed it. And so that gives a nice colorful overview at the end of the month. You can use a different color every day. You can use a different color for each goal. You can use the same color for the whole page, whatever you choose. So those are the pages that are included in the planner, but you also have the option, and I'll go into this more in the next video, but if you click on this and go back to the clip, so back to our welcome page, and then if I swipe, there's our index. Then if you swipe again, before you actually get to all these tabs, there are some kind of hidden pages in here. And so you actually have undated pages that have all the different orientations. So there's horizontal pages Sunday through Saturday, or Monday through Sunday. So sometimes you like to have the weekend together at the bottom. And then same thing, there's vertical Sunday through Saturday, or vertical starting with Monday. And then you also have the daily page here. So this is, it says this is the day, has a space for you to put the date, section for goals and projects I'm pursuing, and then any scheduled activities you have for that day, habits, a section for notes, and then gratitude at the bottom. So those are all the different pages that you have. At the end of this video, I'll film like a swipe through, because it takes a while if I do it this way since I have 3 different ones open, but that way it'll show you all the different tabs on this planner. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the coffee in hand just to give you a quick glimpse of what that one looks like. So there's the cover, and then when you swipe over, you'll see exactly the same thing. It's just that the colors are, you know, fit with this style of planner. But it has everything else is the same, all the same pages. And then the primary one, this is the daily planner, so I could show you what's included in the daily instead of the weekly, which the rest of them are. So here's our cover page. Love this composition book. So if you swipe over, there's our welcome page. This one has more colors. Instead of 4 repeating, it's got 8 across the top and 12 across down the side, but these will still link to the videos, and then we still have this clip again on every page. So to show you the daily pages, I'm just going to go to January, and if I swipe over, we still have the same kind of monthly overview page, but now we can go to specific days instead of an entire week. So I'm just going to click on January 1st. And that will open up to January 1st. So there's a page for every single day of the year, all the way through December, that are dated in this planner. And so the daily page, just like what I showed you in the other one, there's just different fonts for this planner to go with this style. So this is the day, goals and projects I'm pursuing, scheduled, habits, notes, and gratitude. So in the next video, I will walk you through how to add and rearrange pages in case you want to do something a little bit different from how it's set up.